Greetings everyone and welcome to the stream. I've done all the things to prepare for the stream. Got a nice matcha latte, ginger to drink. And I think we can just start. As always, I am Fae'ret. This is Lorelei. This is Ogul, who has a feature quest for me. And let's go. Hello. Ogul is looking around in trepidation. Why are there matanga everywhere? Has this town fallen? Hello. Ah, your face. It is known to me. You are the warrior who fought for the mole in the Nadam. I am Ogul of the Katayan. Katayan? It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark upon my own hero's journey. Yet now I have foolishly blundered into a den of matanga. Why do these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered? Yeah, they are not like those on the Azim steppe. I do not doubt your word, but grandmother would always warn me, if you encounter matanga, you turn tail and flee, as fast and far as you can. Her tales were awful and bloody, and so now at the very sight of them, the terror rises unbidden. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from the Nightmare Island as soon as possible. I could give you some money. I beg of you, stay at my side for a time. Just until I meet with this Kanchana person. Kanchana? I don't know. The sailors told me about. She is said to have work that pays a fair wage, so I will see what she has for me. She's going to be a matanga, isn't she? Well, bye. Not to stay at your side when you walk away. Where'd you go? Should I accept the main quest while I walk past it? Maybe why not? Where did she go? Quite a bit out. Sure, I'll accept the main quest. Can I talk to you already? Helping a struggling fisherman you've only just met paddle his catch. Yes, you would do something like that. I would. Certainly. Mayhap owing to the island's small size, the tower's impact upon the people's lives doth appear more pronounced here than in Eorzea. I think you did say that already last time. Oh well. Judging by his furrowed brow, something important has occurred to Estinian. Right. That Matsia fellow you were helping. He's Akasodara, is he not? Apparently it is almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? Probably not. You're probably right then. If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that Akasodara would be their primary target. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. You'd better go after him. Akyali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Kyle's acquaintance, incidentally. How convenient. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. I will keep my peepers. Ah, dang, I forgot the words. In here, I guess? Hello, there you are. Ah, yeah, I figured. By the Dusk Mother! No one told me Kanchana was a matanga. Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead? Fine. Hey. Welcome to Yadli, my traveler. I'm Kanchana, and it is my job to assign the right work to the right workers. Might I have your name? I'm Lorelei, and this was Ogle. Lorelei and Ogle, was it? Let me jot those down. Oh, grandmother, why? Why did it have to be a matanga? Is your companion quite alright? Ah, an understandable reaction. The Gajasura tribe have done much to stain the reputation of our people. You are looking for work though, yes? Many have been forced to take what they can get since the troubles began, so I'm afraid all the simple jobs are gone. As for what's left, I only have tasks fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do? Fighting? I can fight. I still doubt my skill is likened to that of the Dragonbane, the legendary Chakazoid herself. I'm not familiar with the name, but you sound formidable indeed. Why don't we start you out on escort duty then? A group of artisans set off to harvest materials, and asked that I send any prospective protectors their way should I happen to enlist any. What? Already set off? Is our duty not to escort them? There's to be a ritual dance performed in the Kajaya's footsteps. They'll need incense and costumes for the dancers and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there was no time to waste. And these artisans you speak of, did they also include Matanga in their number? It wasn't Akasadara who submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem. Oh, not at all. I look forward to fainting at the feet of my most feared enemy. Lorelei, I can't do this alone. Pray lend me the strength of the victor of the Nadam, and half the reward for this task will be yours. I do like money and helping. The artisans didn't plan to venture far. Leave Yadlimad to the west, and you should soon come across your employer. Okay, thank you. And that is where we shall meet. You will find me there, yes? Sure. Let's go. Where are we going? That's... okay. But not very far away. Get there. Not very far away. I should probably do the chocobo, by the way. Got the decaf, apparently. Yeah, let's do it. Black chocobo. Yes, you may interest me in the chocobo report. Yes, yes. I assume, yep. Bye, then bye. That's the destination. Do this first. Oh, Ogle. This mother give me courage. Ah, must be our belated escort, yes? Glad to have such courageous... is your companion not well? She seems a touch shaky. Of course, I should have thought of it before. Shall harvest the necessary ingredients while the artisan stays here. That way I have no need to fear him, being harmed. Yeah, perfect. Bye. I must say, this is less than ideal. My people are already scattered across the wilds, and I wanted someone to roam around and ensure they were safe from attack. Is your friend perhaps frightened by Akasadara? I've met such travelers before. Well, no matter. She could patrol the area as I asked. I must attend to my own harvesting. Will do. Ogre has run off into the wilds alone. Keep an eye out for her as you continue your patrol. Okay. Attack. Oh. Okay. Getting pretty damaged. Not getting experience yet from these though. Tusk, trunks, bone crunching feet. I must think me foolish. I was so absorbed in my task that I failed to notice the ground shaking at their approach. Still, my injuries are light, and my satchel is full. Thanks to you, I think I can make it back into town in time to meet with the others. Yay! Ogle? You okay? What happened? Did you slay the beast? That was a near thing. I took the first one by surprise, but the second... Knowing a Matanga stood at my back, my mind froze and my body refused to obey. I mean, these are way more terrified than a Matanga themselves. But sure. Grandmother told me that we should let fear wash over us like water, but to my shame I could not have failed her more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, Lorelei. Why did you follow me? Because the guy asked, really. We were to patrol? Forgive me, I should have waited for orders instead of running off alone and putting lives in peril. Come, we should return to our employer. I want to be sure that the wounded man reached safety. Okay, come in. Deep breaths, let it wash over you. My colleague told me of his rescue, though he had hoped for an escort from the start. Imagine if you hadn't come at all. I've sent him and the others back to the workshop, so consider your duty with us complete. You have my thanks. As for your payment, that you can collect from Kunchana or something. Right, I suppose we report to Kunchana then. I'm just going to pronounce it that way. I had no such trouble in Doma Kugana, I assure you. This is different. I'm sure it is. Ah, there you are. Your employer expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on a job well done. As a response to the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual is hastily planned to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard-pressed to make everything ready. But when times are hard, the people of Thavnair rely on such traditions to renew their faith and bolster their hearts with the teachings of the divine. The death of an artisan would have thrown the whole thing into disarray, and thus your rescue was timely indeed. Please accept your payment, half each, as agreed upon. Are you interested in further work? I may have something for you, if so. Maybe. Oh, you do have feature quests. Alright. Do I want to? I don't want to do feature quests. Fine. Ready to tackle another job then? This one was registered by a local fisherman asking for help with marauding monsters. Ordinarily, the Radiant Host keeps the worst of the wildlife in check, but these days there just haven't been enough blades to spare. You'll want to speak with the fisherman himself for details. I couldn't read the scroll he left for a name, but he's an Arcasadara and should be found fishing the waters from the western shore. Wait, another Matanga? Lorelei, you could always use more coin, yes? Because I could certainly benefit from your wise and experienced company. A fine pair of hunters we shall make. Come, let us speak with this Arcasadara fisherman. Okay, let's do the main quest first. I think that will also send me over there. Because I think I know which fisherman this is going to be. Exactly. You do need to see Matsuya nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. Okay, cool. How do I get up there? Do I go... I think I go this way. I should fly. But I cannot yet. Do you not see Matsuya from here either? No, leave me alone. Help! Somebody help! Matsuya's voice, and it came from the north. Oh dear. Go. I completely forgot what voice I did for him. Also, my voice sounds kind of off today to me, so yeah. Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? Oh, hey, everyone. I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me? I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arcasadar were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it is best you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know, the ocean all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities in the old tongue. It means. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish? Heh, it's a thing I do. Well, not peddle fish specifically, but do chores. But to answer your question, yes, of course, we would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge and fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Akiali? Yeah, we need to go there anyway. Wonderful! Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. So, this is a simulacra of Thavnarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanesh are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. Aye, as you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. To Akiali. Right. Yep. So slow. It's still faster than walking. Well, you're not completely covering anymore. Just turned away. I must overcome this. Come to take care of the monsters, have you? About damn time. We're fine when we're out of the water. Out on the water, of course. Even a fisher needs to walk on land every now and again. And the trails grow more perilous by the day. I've managed to sneak through without a scratch so far, but friends of mine haven't been so fortunate. Talk to the others around here, they'll tell you. I might need your help with that, Lorelei. Speaking with Akusadara is still challenging for me. Okay. Come on then. Should we do this together then? Yes, fine, good idea. Google is now accompanying you, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Yes, yes. You're not Akusadara, just a guy. You wanna hear about monsters? I saw 3 big broods on my way from Akiali to Yadlimad. Never seen the like around these parts before. Okay. You want a story? When I left Okiali the other day, I almost walked straight into a fiend with a tongue as long as my arm. Barely escaped being gobbled up on the spot. Okay. Hello. Attacked by the wildlife? Oh, yes. While I was hauling a catch back to town, I dropped the lot and fled for my life. The roads used to be safe enough, but no. Not anymore. I already forgot your voice. But that's okay. So, do you understand now why we had to send for help? I understand that you have a problem with long-tongued brutes terrorizing your roads. Those creatures are what we call Pisaka. Without the army sending out regular patrols, it seems the inland monsters have begun expanding their territories. They've forgotten their fear of us, and that's when people start dying. I need you to remind them. Once you find and slain these overly bold Pisaka, ask that you bring me one of their carcasses. There's something I've been curious about. Sure, I guess. Very well, let's make this a contest, shall we? First to topple a Pisaka is the victor. But I'm Lorelei, not Victor. Never seen anyone so eager to throw herself headlong into a Pisaka's jaws. Shouldn't you be chasing after her? Yeah, probably. Where'd you go? Don't want to fight you. Don't want to fight you. Don't turn around, please. Don't do it. Thank you. Oh, there you are. Oh, you already killed one. Ha! First kill is mine. Grandmother always said that the hunter should be swift, like a diving yawl. Would you mind tracking down the other two? Once they saw what I did to their friend, they fled to the northwest. I can hold this lamp back to the beach while you finish the hunt. You would be alone with an Akasada. My fear of Matunga has begun to ebb, somewhat. Now go, before some other poor soul crosses paths with those monsters. Okay. Let's go, I guess. Hamza. There we are. Destination. Go back to... Yeah, daar kunnen ze daar een fisherman. attack me. Micro radius will be pretty small, since I'm level 89. But it won't be impossible for you to attack me. Hello, I'm back. I did it. Ugh, that thing was heavy. Ah, there you are. Your friend is stronger than she looks. You have to load the carcass onto a boat to carry it away. Well, the Pisaka's packmates, did you find them? I did, and killed them, and left them there. But slain then, that is good. Of course you slay them. Songs of Lorelai's deeds are sung across the steppe. My aching arms would like to know why you wanted the remains, though. Why else to make use of its parts? The scales can be spun into silver. Oh, can they? And the meat will fill our pots. The bones and teeth we can carve into hooks and other tools. We kill nothing for the sake of killing, even murderous monsters. The 2 bodies you left behind will serve as a warning to others of their kind. It keeps them away. If it keeps them away, then no more blood will need be shed. It seems our tribes share similar customs when it comes to using every part of the kill. As grandmother always says, be not wasteful of the lives you take to sustain your own. You are so very different from your kin, the Gajasura. Oh, so that's why you've been avoiding my gaze. If your only experience with Matonga has been our brutish cousins, then you'll find the Akasadara an agreeable lot by comparison. Might even make a few friends, Here's your payment, and well earned, I'd say. Yay! Another job finished. We should report to Kankana, that you might strike it from her list. Let me know when you're done basking in success of our hunt, and we can return to Yadlimad. Salad. Ogle is tapping her foot impatiently. Ready then? I've been counting the contents of my coin purse. I have enough to buy passage on a ship, but as for food and other supplies, well, I would feel more comfortable with the pay for one more job weighing down my belt. You can see me through just one more, yes? At the very least, let us make a report to Kankana and ask what else she has on offer. Come, show me how fleet of foot you are, champion. I will be there eventually. You know what? One feature quest, one main quest. Or one main continuation of a quest, I guess. Let's go here. Kyali. Matsia. I was stuck. Cool. Hello, peep. I see Uri on J. Right, there's Tancred. That's a good friend. Right there's Estinian. Hey, Matsia. Welcome to Okyali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that. But please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods. You could do worse than to start with Kanga and old Tasveida. They're free at the moment as it happens. That's lovely. There's too many people to do individual voices for. You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is when you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. We have 12, apparently. Well, not we. I am Viera. We have, like, I don't know what gods Viera have actually. Mickey didn't tell me. Probably just the forest spirit and other spirits of the forest. Anyway, they can be divided into 2 groups. The Manusha, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Mga, being of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience. By heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Lovely. And the other person? Where about you? Oh, over there. Hello. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? Ah, that's what I like to hear. Pick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Manusha and the Mbrga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Manusha, the Mbrga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Manusha coveted the might of the Mbrga. And so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born the new gods of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manusha have worn animal faces, and the Mbrga the limbs of men. Mbrga. Okay. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. I did. While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Okay, will do. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. They are Manusha. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. Click. The center one is the eldest. Sinduruva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. Her right is the middle sister, Sinduruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Menduruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. Neat. In like fashion to the Manusha, the deities of Eosia preside over myriad aspects of life, and what of the Mbrga, if I may ask? Mbrga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you will find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Akasadara. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Radzad forged a covenant with the dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, the dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally? You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right. I believe it's time we sought out Kyle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidana. According to Kyle's notes, we're to find out a palace called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Cool. Let's accept this one. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Sorry. Did you say you were going to see Nidana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable tongue all day. And those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. I'll try. It's all the way over there. You know what? Let's go back to... let's do this. This. Hello. That's Ogle. Interesting. Hello. Lorelei, safely back from your work on the shore, I see. But where's Ogle? I don't know. Oh, there she is. My coin purse. Some slippery son of a Joe, snatch it for me. Brazen as you please. I lost sight of him in the market, along with all of my worldly wealth. How am I to pay for lodgings or food? Already my belly cries in protest. Oh, you poor thing. And after all the good work you've done for us, you will stay with me tonight, I insist. You would take me in? I saw that. You looked me right in the eye. Finally warming up to us, Akasudara, are you? I can barely see you through the tears, but yes, maybe now I can stand to be in the same room as a Matanga. Some of them, anyway. I'm glad to hear it. Here, and I'll lend you a few coins as well. I can't have you running around without a guild to your name. Thank you. In fact, why don't we head to my house now, and we can fill that complaining belly of yours. You're more than welcome to join us, Lorelei. Oh sure, I like food. Let's go. Hey Green, I don't know who you are. I'll probably never talk to you. My gear, I think I fixed it just recently. Oh, it's completely fixed now. This way. There you are. Orgle's not here yet. Oh, Lorelei, something terrible has happened. I've been robbed. Saw a boy jumping out of the window as we approached. When I looked inside, all my belongings had been turned inside out. Ogle set off in pursuit of the thief, but hasn't returned. Do you think you could catch up with her and see if everything's alright? We'll lock up here and you can meet me back at my offices when you found her. Dang. Lots of thievery around here. Go. Hang, lost him again. I swear, it was that same Huron boy who made off with my coin purse. His size, his clothing, it all matches. I was willing to cut my losses and earn more gil, but this insult to my host, it will not stand. Grandmother always said to repay one's favors, and by the Duskmother I mean to do just that. Will you help me find justice for Kankana? Sure. Then we start by asking around for more information. I have a feeling we are not the only ones who have fallen afoul of this thieving urchin. It's better we act with better our chances, yes? I say we split up, gather all clues we can, then meet back at Konkana's offices. Okay. Where do I get clues? Oh, there's someone. Hello, Dinazad. This is second-hand information, mind you, but I hear that the thief you're looking for is barely more than a child. Sad, isn't it? How terrible things have become that a young boy is forced into a life of crime just to survive. That is kind of sad, yes. Okay, any more people with stuff? Oh, Pasa. Hello. That was not a robbery. I wonder if it was the same boy I found in my house the other day. He yelled that he was sorry, and when I saw the desperation on his face, I didn't have the heart to chase after him. Probably was. Anyone else? Let me know over here then. Maybe? No. Yeah. Oh, that's just a quest. Questy person. You hear that? Much of an over here. Really? I don't think. No, that's outside the radius. There's still just a quest. Yeah, don't get stuck behind a pillar, please. But I'm walking outside the radius again. Where's this last person? Can't go in here. And we can't go in here. Where the freaking entrance would be. Nope. I'm somewhat confused. Hello, John Monger. Side of this house? Oh, my screen doesn't know any. Oh, hello there. Abdi. The recent rush of pickpocketing? Oh yes, I've heard several stories. They say it's likely the work of the same criminal. Oh, wow, thanks, jeez. Very useful. Much worth my time. I'm afraid the meal will have to wait. Oh dear. Well, champion, what have we discovered? That is probably the boy who's done lots of robberies. So a tale was a familiar one, and what I heard from the local children was even more disturbing. Oh dear. They tell me a stranger, approached them with the promise of work and easy coin. I have no proof this offer is connected with the recent robberies, but it does seem suspicious. And if this stranger truly is recruiting young ones to steal for him, then he is the one I should punish for these crimes. We just need to find him first. Rotsat Hunt closing its gates left many struggling to make a living, and the appearance of the ghastly tower sparked a chain of events that still has the radiant host spread too thin on too many fronts. Under the circumstances, a rising crime is to be expected. We are fortunate, then, to have the two of you here to act on behalf of our lawkeepers. So please, accept this as payment. We cannot expect you to work on an empty stomach. Thank you. Salad. Okay. Quest. Ogle is eager to see justice served. A new hunt begins. Come, we must track down the one behind all this. But we're still not sure if the stranger is actually involved in the robberies, let alone where to start looking for him. There's a simple way to find out. We lure our boy thief into stealing from me again. If what we suspect is true, then he will likely take any ill-gotten gains directly to his patron. So I will play the part of an unguarded traveler, flaunting a heavy purse or some such. Lorelei, you keep watch for the little pickpocket, and be ready to follow him when he makes his move. Should he lead you to some shadowy figure, then I want you to herd them both to the west. I will circle around and be lying in wait to spring an ambush. That's really quite clever, Ogle. I'm impressed. Grandmother always says, if you want to catch a big fish, don't spare the bait. The same idea applies to slippery criminals. Right then, let us take our places in the town square, and let us head for our quarry. I will try to make the lure something obvious, so you can see it being stolen from afar. Okay. Let's go. Walk past it. Now we wait. Alright. So, follow your quarry from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed or if you fall too far behind. Should you fail, return to the starting point to re-attempt the objective. Okay, where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, don't run then. Ah. Okay. Try again, I guess. Yes, yes. I thought I was pretty far behind. We're not here. Oh shit, you're running. Fuck, where did he go? Fuck. Oh, there you are. Shit. Damn it! I walked completely the wrong direction. This sucks. Okay, I'm going to try one more time and then not just... No, come on. What? Okay, phew. I saw him disappear and thought I had lost him. Ooh, you're a proper little scoundrel, aren't you? Nice work. I'll fence the rest of the goods and then you'll get your cut. Heyo. God damn it, Rakashir. I told you to check for tails. Want your family to learn of our arrangements? Now run! Robbers have fled westward. Chased after them. Chasing! Please, I don't have to actually do chasing, which is very nice. Is in there behind this rock? There you are. Oh, well done, Oval. Akasudara's outcall. My apologies, Lorelei. I intended to circle around as planned. When I heard how he yelled at the child, my rage could not be contained. Grandmother always said, those who prey on the weak are undeserving of mercy, so I beat him senseless. Fool of Matanga. When he awakes, he will find himself in the custody of the Radiant Host. Miss, I'm sorry you got hurt because of me. I'm sorry for taking your belongings. Apology accepted, young one. It is a brave thing to admit when you are wrong. Let me explain the situation to your lawkeepers, and we can steer you back onto the right path. If you say so, miss. I will cart this refuse to the nearest guardhouse. They inform Konkana of our success. Will do. I'll tell the soldiers everything, I promise. I like all the colors of this place. Ogle, is everything alright? Lorelei told me what happened. All is well. They began interrogating the man before I left, and he was blubbering about where he stashed the stolen goods. Soldiers planned to recover the cash and return the items to the rightful owners. Praise be to the sisters. There were certain personal articles, things very dear to me, that I had thought lost forever. Oh, I should also mention Rakashir, our boy thief. Seems his parents were out of work and begging for scraps. His work comes of necessity, and after seeing the considerable remorse he showed for his actions, I decided to let him keep the coin he took from me, as well as my share of the reward from the Radiant Host. As Grandmother always said, children are the greatest treasure of all. I can hardly let him and his family starve now, can I? But how will you pay for passage now? I can earn it back easily enough. And since I have tamed my fear of the Akasudara, there's no need to rush. I will take my time and explore all the wonders this island has to offer. Good for you. Thank you, Lorelei, for staying at my side for this long. But I think I continue on alone. Speaking of which, Konkana, have you any new tasks available? Ah, my dear Ogle, I have the perfect job for you. I actually have business with the employer myself, so we can head off together if you like. Bye. What was this quest chain for? There you go, Lorelei. I had forgotten your half of the reward. Your adventures be many, and your hunt successful. Thank you. Yours as well. That's not a lot of money. But that's okay. Thank you nonetheless. Would have let you keep it. Alright, feature quest turn for now. Bye, Corrine. I still don't know who you are. Any more feature quests? No. Good. Take the long and arduous trip all the way over here to the great work. Let's try to go there as directly as possible. Not too directly, I don't want to be attacked by things. What's this though? What is it? Varna. Let's see. Just an abandoned place or something? Is this where I'm going? Looks like it. Maybe not. Interesting. Oh dear, what happened? No, whatever happened to him, I'm going to attune first. Should have stayed on my gold. Interesting. This isn't a Sharlayan-like thing. What happened to you? Oh dear. What in the world? Indeed. In such manner did we find them. What could have befallen these people? If there was a battle, there is conspicuous lack of blood. Indeed. Oh, hello. Yay, voices.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
I see.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
I will not be able to do this accent.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Ooh, scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Lovely.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah,
Hey,
this is a
it's me.
day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too.
Very
My head
British
hasn't been
accent
this
for
clear in
people here.
days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
Yes, let's do so.
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the great work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Well, let's go. Oh, chocobo keep. Nice. Hello there. Yes. I assume I can go back to yep. Neat. Where's the stuff? Okay, down there. How do I get there? There it is, yeah. Still fine. Still some problems, I think. It is said that shellfish is ideal for those who have suffered blood loss. Mayhap we should have acquired some from Matsya. Mayhap. Oh, for the days when I enjoyed such fervent adoration. But on this occasion I am glad to entrust the burden of popularity to a Senian. Pray pay me no mind. I am here that I may be of service. Nothing more. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. I don't know what this is. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Lorelei is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap Beta's alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilized in dragging scales prove the most promising. Owing to the etheric density, scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the skills provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light will come in. And what exactly is it that you need me to do? Probably test it. Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later. But you will be venturing into the tower field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. Sure. That seems a wise plan. In that case, Orianjay and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as how you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We will be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Right. Get on top of the hill. You exit to the right, she said? Looks like it, maybe. Hello? Good day, sir? Madam? I'm sorry, but I do not know. Hello, Nidana. Deeper. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. Give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night. Drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. Oh no, not again. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin when you are ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Okay, sure. To reduce the risk of accidental exposure, Drunken Deepa will emit a blast only after it has moved a certain distance. Follow it closely and bathe in the ether 4 times. Let's go do the thing. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat, commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Follow the Drunken Deepa's lead and try not to fall behind. Oh, jeez. Readying ether. Please stand back. I will not. Okay. Ready to discharge. Test subject something something. Warning. Discharging ether. You are struck by a powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Lovely. Let's go. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Oh. Okay. Standing back. Ready to discharge. And here we go. You are struck by another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Lovely. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Following. Where are we going? This way. Oh, we go. Go, another one. You are struck by yet another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Blessing of Light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Wonderful. Subject fortitude rated impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Good as far this time. You were struck by the strongest blast of ether yet, but survived completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist, not survival alchemist. Thank you. Check. Congratulations on retaining your compositions and your humors. Thank you. Oh, there you are. Wow. We're close. Ah, you've returned, and not on your knees. A promising sign. But come, let me take the deeper off your hands. Having exhausted all of its ether, the drunken deeper is now having a well-earned rest. Lovely. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine? Yeah. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easier hearts. Nidana regards you with those eyes you could drown in. You're a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? Maybe. See, our talisman requires the use of special ink. We have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient of it, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, the Alcasadara travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. Sure thing, I can do that. I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Gajaya's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. Okay. Go explore this real quick. Maybe just get to the edge of it. Yeah, it's very far down. Probably. Fine. We'll explore this later. Feature quests. Nope. Hello. I have come. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Lorelei. Look out from what? Oh, there you are. No problem. Gods, that gave me a fright. I think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're alright, I hope? Yeah, no sweat. Good, good. Let us continue on then. It isn't far now. Just through these pillars and up the rise. Through these pillars and up the rise. Okay, fine. Good. The rise. Avoid the Pisaka. Feel like dealing with anything today. I discovered a new location. Nice, nice. And hey, Nidana. Interesting. Hello? And here we are. Kajaya's footsteps. Kajaya was a great dancer. And those who will follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit weed grows here in abundance. It will set to harvesting at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't likely to return soon, but better safe than sorry. You never know. Also, there are monsters here. No, monsters. Just little beasts, I guess. This is a lovely place too. I like this place. Oh, wow. Wow. What a view. That is also a pretty nice view, actually. Anyway.
Yes, that would be Radzad Khan. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
What can you tell me of the satrap? I'm not gonna ask you if you trust him. Or them, I don't actually. Is it him? Did they say? I don't know.
Well,
Ah,
he is the most important person in Rajadhan. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the war-like Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace
They went
and
to the steppes.
prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Rajadhan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh something? Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
Do not like this guy. Hello. Okay, show me your fancy weapon. But yeah, the colors really fit of the sheath weapon already. Ooh, that does look nice. Fine, you are excused from not using my weapon that I bought you. I didn't even know if you were on my stream, by the way, so I don't even know if you're hearing this. Okay. Oh, you are. Okay. That's good then. Then I just sent you this still for absolutely no reason. It does look good. And it does really fit with that outfit. The colors and everything when it's sheathed. I said that already, but it's really true. And who am I supposed to talk? Oh, there you are. Well, let's get on with it. Want to try to finish Thavnair today at least. I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Oh, you had to dye it purple. That makes sense then. Well, let's head back to the great work. Easy way. Wait. Is that like an explore spot, like right here? Can I? No, I would need to jump off here. Yeah, should I? Whee! Oh, well, this worked. Anyway. Nice one. Off to this side as well. Let's explore a bit more. Already, like, a fifth way or something to... Oh, I can't discover this place so easily. Oh, there we go. Easily enough, though. Haha. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, easy way to great work. My tea is cold, but that's fine. I enjoy cold tea well enough. Lorelei, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. Yes. Thank you. Next quest. Boy's errand. Little does Nidana know that she is about to send you on another errand. Errands is what I'm good at. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you both are back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nidana. It would seem the stores of Giant's Gall are running low. What? When last I looked, there was still plenty. I suspect that was before Orion Jade told everyone of their tempering cure. And Stenian shared his knowledge of dragons. Our peers have since aspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain. But we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I cannot in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. All these kidnappers mostly seem interested in Akusadra, right? Akasodra? Dang. Lorelei, loath am I to press another task on you so soon. Might I ask you to fetch the Giant's Gall? In case you're not familiar, Giant's Gall is a type of ore found on the island. Oh, that's way better than what I expected. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant's Gall grounds isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of the time. May I impose you once more? Yeah, sure. I can do that. Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Sheinuha. He will furnish you with the ore. Oh, I don't even have to do anything myself? Nice. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. Maybe borrow a pair of Hamsa, Mistress Nidana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. Survived? I will bring the Hamsa to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Survived what? What did they survive? I am concerned. Will you tell me? Despite his tender years, Fasan is thoughtful and dependable. It's easy to see why he was chosen to be the Satrap's attendant. I suppose you will not tell me. Fair enough. Okay, many quests, and a feature quest, huh? Will I? Let's see. And a voice errand now. So 3 more quests in Thavnair. Yeah, I can probably do that. I assume it's just another ether quest, right? Oh, I need to sneeze. There we go. Sneezing done. Oh, there you are. It is ether current. Oh, I have not at all been looking for ether currents, by the way. I am the Dom. Jalamuk is concerned about a colleague. Do you have a moment, adventurer? One of my colleagues has gone missing. She said she was going to Kajaya's footstep to get a bit of exercise, but she hasn't come back. I'd go search for her, but it's almost time for a shift change. I can't very well leave the kiln to operate itself. Could you find her and fetch her for me? Can do. You're too kind. She should be in Kajaya's footsteps. Keep an eye out for a hero with black hair. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. She was out the last time you went by, and she was devastated that she missed out on the chance to meet the adventurer aiding the students of Beltesi. Is this the only official quest we have? It is. Okay, cool. Am I supposed to be going for that? I don't see a marker. Oh, all the way over there. That makes sense, because that is the place. Very well, let's do a go. And in the meanwhile, let's also do this. To the northeast. Well, that's somewhat convenient-ish. Hassan will be with you eventually. 96. Gonna go through these things, yes. 41. 269. I presume it's like on this edge or something. 181. To the north. So we're going to discover this place. Well, and there's the ether current. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you. to the east really, then it's going to be annoying. Well, let's go to the dancer place. Avoiding you. And hello, black-haired here. Hello? What do you mean I need to get back to work? Oh, have I really been out that long? I should really go. But I was hoping to get a better look at the stage before I left. I'm sure you're busy, but could you assist me for a moment? Sure. Thank you. I'll inspect the walls, so could you make sure the stage is in order? Okay, the stage seems fine. Some of the paint is worn off. We could use a fresh coat. There's a small hole in the floor. That can't be good. That does sound pretty bad. Yeah. Cloth wavers exquisitely in the wind. No problems here. Excellent. I did the thing. Any problems? The floor and the paint. I'll have to fix them the next time I come by. Thank you for checking. You know, it seems odd that I've never met you until now. You wouldn't happen to be the adventurer sent by the students of Baldessian, would you? I would be. You are? I was delegating you menial tasks. If I had known, I've always admired travelers like you. You see, I was studying to be a dancer under Mistress Nashmira at one time. I wanted to see the realm as I traveled for performances. Maybe I still can. Not as a dancer, of course, but as an alchemist. Oh, but we should hurry back to the great work. I don't want to cause any more trouble than I already have. Let's go. Let's speak with Jalamuk. Where's the ether current from here? To the northeast, still. But I can't go down there. There's no way down. No way down from here. Oh. No, that's not ether current, it's just glowy. Oh, that's actually a person. And a carbonk. Well, no idea how to get there though. Teleport. Is there another from here? This one's super far to the north. I'll get them eventually. Ah, there you are. I heard you helped my colleague with her stage inspection while you were out. It is greatly appreciated. She really looks up to your kind, you know. She lost her chance to become a dancer due to an unfortunate injury. Now she's working to heal the sick and injured as an alchemist. She was so happy to meet you, as am I. Here, a token of her thanks. An ether current. The monies. On with the quests. Hello, Varsan. Yeah, Hamza Lorelei. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are close kin to your Eorzean dodos. Hamza have long been kept as livestock in Thavnair, and many a hatchery can be found here. Alas, the largest of these was recently raised by monsters from the tower. Ah, I see, that's what. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth it at your word. Sure, let's go do so. I have no feature quests anymore. Let's go. You are ready? Then let us depart. You need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead of yours to follow. Yes, let's go. Let us be off. If you haven't ridden dodos before, you want that they have a wobbling gait. Oh yes, they certainly appear to do so. That spectacular formation stretching out of the water is called Kaga. This sword, legend holds, was wielded by the Manusha against the Murga before it was cast down at the conflict's end. A word which means sword. To the left and requiring no introduction is the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small isle. Almost there, but the main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff. Outpost itself is on the beach. I discover a new location. It's a chambrosh. That's a little trip to Dodo makes. Bit of startle there. I discovered yet another new location. And the cutscene continues. And here we are. Manned by the Radiant Host, this outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Yes, the tower. Well, well, who should it be but young Varsan? On an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty. We are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, it remains the front line of battle, not a place for children. Your predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been, what, 2 years since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may now be, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering, but I worry for you. You will be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will, Nabdeen. Thank you. And who might this be? Not Hanish by the looks of her. Permit me to introduce Lorelei Dracht, of the Eorzean contingent, come to assist in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Towers have appeared over there too, yes? Everywhere, apparently. Tell me, what is that situation like? May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. Sure, I can do so. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of us are understandably anxious. We will be glad of any tidings you can share. You too, bring Farshan the latest report, and answer any questions they may have. Okay. From Hoodie. Hello. Ah, I've heard about you. Visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Telephoroi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower, and that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it that they want? This we don't understand. We don't really either, but they apparently just want to destroy the whole world. And to die. What? They want to die and take everyone with them? What madness is this? I really don't know. Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. Good for you. And us. It occurs to me that I have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under Satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with the heretofore unknown threats such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we struggle to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on the 2 occasions they came in force, we had to pay a heavy price. What of the towers in Eorzea? Do they likewise spawn monsters? Yeah, they sure do. So it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls from outside aid to be answered. Yeah, probably not. We're kind of busy everywhere. Sucks really. Continue. Hello. You wish to know about the tower? To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as folks have taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Narunair. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water, and you'll expose yourself to corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Not very well, actually. Really, pretty much the same. Just stay away and try to be safe. The struggles aren't unique, and our hopes will still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready. Indeed. Farsha and I talked to the people. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Ratsatan ordinarily received a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, the stream dried up and trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand. As mine will keep me here a while longer, however, I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Upon the Hamsa, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. Indeed. Hey Hamsa. Let's go. Though the Hamsa appears to want to return home, it reluctantly offers you its back. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with the Radiant Beastkeeper at the Hamsa hatchery to mount it again. Yes, let's mount the Hamsa. Oh, now I have to walk for myself. Where am I going? Where am I going? Seriously, where am I going? Jeez, that's a very small spot. Is there an ether cone nearby? Oh, so close. Oh, I have to get it first. Where is it? Probably up top here. I'm just gonna get it. Where is it? Northwest. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, Hamza. I'm gonna lose you for a bit. Sorry. Google, the code. Can I jump down from here? I sure can. Ow. Dude, I have lost my Hamza. I'm sorry. If you're looking for your Hamza, it returned here by itself a while ago. Still have need of it? Yeah, I do. Thank you. A little bit this way. This way. Okay. I need to go this way. This looks like the way. Casa. I am out of tea. This is sad. Let's go to the new location. I'm right on the edge of another location there, so let's see if I can also get that one. I certainly can. I'm very close to yet another location. So you know what? This round is pretty fast. See if I can just... Don't attack me, don't attack me. Thank you. Still don't attack me. Oh, you're only level 78. Oh wow, I'm already almost out of the way to level 91. Oh, I almost dismounted. Zenuya. Zenuha. Look at that before. Aye, this is indeed the Giant Skull grounds, and I am Zenuha. Is there something you require? Giant Skull, as it happens. Giant Skull for the alchemists, you say? But of course they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and it is the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Excellent. Then let me please have it. Zeno has a sack of giant skull for you. Here you are, a sack of the purest giant skull. Always set some aside for our alchemist friends. When you deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know that we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. I think actually, with this much XP, that this is once again the highest thing I have. Yeah, certainly. Sage was ahead for a bit, but it certainly isn't anymore. Haha! Suck it, Sage. I am Dragoon. Where am I going? Great work. So I can tell. Oh, is there an ether curtain nearby? Northeast. Probably up there. How would I get up there? Seriously, how would I get up there? Oh, no, there it is. Oh, that's actually pretty much more doable. How many ether cones are there in this place? Oh, wow. Many. Jeez. I figured as much because it was like... they're quite concentrated for the few ether cones there are, but apparently there are not a few ether cones. Well, this is gonna take a while then. How do I get out of here? I suppose I need to swim. Or I could just teleport because I was done with this place. 61 yawns to the north, southeast. Oh, that's probably over there again. Maybe not. 32 yawns. Yeah, it's probably going to be. Where is it now? 89 yawns to the south. This is what, southish? To the southeast. No, then. It's going to be down there. Oh, yeah, there it is. I see you taunting me. Unfortunate. Oh, I'm just gonna do this then. This way. Hello, Nidana. Ah, welcome back, Lorelei. I hope you have the giant's goal. I certainly do. A sack of giant's gold. A hempen sack filled to the brim with chunks of the purest giant's gold. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it is ready, it will be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can. I like that we still have some Shadowbringers themes in music. Isn't this?
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
That's good.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavnair, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
I suppose so.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear.
And yet we usually do.
Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
Wouldn't that be nice?
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that. What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds! This is the one!
Nice.
At long last! Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments! We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Nice.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field.
I mean, this would be historic. I mean, this means people can face primals without fear of being tempered. Guess that's the same mechanism, isn't it?
It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example.
On the other hand, if the lead researcher falls, then you don't have a senior researcher, which would suck. But I see your point.
But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore.
Oh, I'll see you there. A bird and now a boat? You're being spoiled. New feature quests? Feature quest, nice. Nope. Excellent. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, all the way over there. Okay, sure. 550 to the east, so there's probably no more over here. Maybe. To the east is was this one, I think. That was like over here. A place we can't really get to. So we'll just do the thing. I may even go the right way. I don't think I am. Oh, maybe if I go this way and then go up. Still that one. Just check occasionally. Still that one. No, this is not one, but still too far away. Yeah, it's not going to be this place anymore. I am free now. Hello, Radiant Soldier. The Satrapex granted you the use of this boat. May it serve you well. I hope so. This is a rather finer boat than I expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessings are one of a kind. Perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Please don't make me do this. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Yes, let's head to the Tower of Zod. Okay. Loading times. Loading things is hard. Yep. Anytime now. Would be nice. Not crashing would also be nice. I don't know what you're doing. You're not really doing anything. Please don't crash. Just keep moving. I am doing a hacking concern. Come on. So, a lovely black screen. Have you crashed already? Oh, never mind. It has already happened. Okay, fair enough. I suppose we will be right back. Final Fantasy really doesn't like running in DirectX 9 mode anymore. But it does seem to be the only mode that my stream can really accept. Okay, logging back in. Might as well turn the screen back on. You're allowed to see that I have another character on the server. Where's my screen? There it is. Nothing really secret here. And you can see this pretty picture. I love colorful places. Oh, hello. Let's try this again, shall we? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure thing. Yes. Head to the Tower Resort. See if it wants to go this time. Would be nice. Okay, the circle is still moving. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yay.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Okay. If you're sure. This is very close.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps. sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Very much back.
Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets. What?
Oh no!
Ah!
Nidana! I knew something would go wrong. It's going entirely too well.
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
Oh no! Let's kill!
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
What are you talking about?
Allow me to tell you a story.
Yeah.
Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
Yeah, I might have.
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
At your service. Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
Imagining.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation, slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Amon, no matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault. All is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth, majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
Well, bye, I guess.
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primates. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
Come get you. Oh, hey. I have bad news. Ah, you are returned. But where's Mistress Nidana? Yeah, you know. She's in a wall. Minutia preserved, just when I had succeeded in making the talisman, which did work, by the way. Good work on that. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. Will do. Sorry about Nidana. Good. What you doing out here? Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? Well, Nidana is in a wall now, and Fandaniel is a jerk. So it wasn't Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. Sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. Yeah, probably. I must tread warily lest we endanger Nidana and the other captives. Yeah, okay. Tancred is wearing a grim expression. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nidana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. I suppose so. Bad news, everyone. Oh, Nidana. Can you answer me this? Though Nidana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Yes, she is. Then we must make warding skills, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This, Nidana proved at peril for herself. So let us make more skills, that she and all those who are taken might be saved. Hey, alchemist, this is how we will help win the fight. Woo! Enthusiasm! Hey dude. My friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production of the warding skills with you. Direct link for the satrap. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nidana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Oh. In addition to thanking you in person, we would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Ratzat Han for an audience with His Excellency? Yeah, sure. We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates, east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. Let's go! Let us indeed go. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's no point in going there then. Just a lot of walking. Fair enough. Or flying, I guess. This is sort of flying, although it is not really flying. But it's close enough. Hovering. Lots of hovering. Get the way we want to be. Let's do a quick ether compass. Yep, that's still somewhere over here, I guess. Still loving the night sky. Hopefully I'm not running into anything. Oh no! I'm running into anything. Okay, not awesome. I can just go past you. I do it. Okay. Almost there. Quick ether compass. 58 to the southeast. Yeah, makes sense, I guess. I think I need to sneeze again. Okay, apparently not. When last I visited, the city was brimming with life. I expect the tower has dampened the mood somewhat. Be it here or in Eosia, all share the desire to deliver the captives. Thus united, I pray that we may join in common cause with the satrap. Of the satrap, I only know the common tidbits. That though the position is hereditary, he is not considered a sovereign, and that despite possessing considerable authority, he wields it sparingly. Given the esteem in which the locals hold him, however, it is safe to assume he is good at his job. He could do far worse for an ally. Ally? Jeez me. All present? Then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you may have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. Okay.
A vast rock squats upon Thavnair, and to its stony surface clings the city of Radz-at-Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
Light.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Hey, it's one of those gate things that you find in the map dungeons.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are, Megaduta. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid.
Oh, need to click.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radz-at-Han.
Ahawan, okay.
Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
But Nidana, she was taken.
A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but Were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Okay.
Vritra, of the First Brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgardsormr's spawn. I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Khan had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility, when it seemed all would be drowned in blood. Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Khan.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radzat Khan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses.
Why can't I detect dragons, Simon, as your dragoon?
Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee
fine.
much altered. Estinian warm blood.
I suppose I wasn't fused with a dragon.
From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Rad's at Han. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a sure path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions, and should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
Nice, nice.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales.
That would be pretty cool.
I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rad's at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
Cool, cool. Going back to Sharlayan, apparently. We're not going to Rad's Han. I assume that we just can't. Indeed. Fair enough, I guess. That we should encounter one of the first brood in such a circumstance. If our course of action is decided, let's not tarry. Okay. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Sharlayan and muster a suitable crew for our foray and to the Tower Resort. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing, unless of course you enjoy violent nausea. I do not. But I have also already attuned to the Aetheryte, because I am Smirt. What happens if I go this way? Is it just closed off and stuff? Yeah, I can't go there. Can't go down there. I don't know how I go down there then. Probably something I do later, at some point. From somewhere else. Maybe nope, this all seems to be closed off. No idea. To get there. Well, the story, I guess. I assume you mean the main hall, yeah. There? Yes. Ugh. Almost 1600 gil. So expensive. Maybe I should have done Sharlayan first. Probably the most logical progression of time, since we probably do want to do sort soon. But now we have to do all of Karl's thing first. How did you get to the place? This way. Good enough. Conflict between Nidhogg and I is in the past, and though they were brothers, there's no bearing on my view of Vritra. Above all else, he is a leader of men, not an enemy. He would hardly dedicate his life to this endeavor if you bore our kind any ill will. Good on you, Westinian. Vritra and his alchemists have prepared us for a foray into the tower. What we may accomplish within its twisted hall remaineth to be seen. That Arkasodara languish in Telephori chains doth forewarn us of the nature of our foe. 'Tis the gods of Thavnair who will be summoned to thwart us. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavnair, we're back in chilly Sharlayan. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, your investigation here remains, but when that's over, we can take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Okay. Getting close to halfway to level 90, dang. What time is it? Kind of do want to go on, but there is RP happening that I also want to be part of. What to do? What to do? At least aside from that one crash, Final Fantasy has behaved for now. Just... Oh, come on, Final Fantasy, don't do this now. I was just praising you. Don't be weird. But yeah, the past couple of times I've played this, there were just random stutters at times. Really bad when you're playing Leaps of Faith. Out here, by the way? What? How's that a thing? How did you... Okay. What did the what? Surely you can't unlock Sharlayan as a spout. We are confused. Hey Kyle. Apparently we're continuing. My directions were easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Numenon, Sharlayan's greatest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, one of many at that, but the archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the Great Google Library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Sharlayan is free to enter and peruse its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded to access to certain restricted vaults. I have dispatched Stola and Braha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alize and Alphino will help me continue my search through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizens, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Sharlayan history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there once they found some promising tomes. Happy reading! Thank you. Let's go. I think. A brightly colored book. The Story of Sharlayan. Okay, that sounds useful. Long, long ago, on an island in the Northern Sea, there lived a Rogadin man by the name of Yunkref. Yunkref was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eorzea. So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Yunkref's crew hauled them aboard his ark, but the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. With only moments to spare, Yunkref wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safety above Abelathia's spine. Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Saddened by the sight, Yunkref gathered to him his crew and his grateful passengers, and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed to the coast, where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to the northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island, and settled upon that very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time it became the city of Sharlayan we live in to this day. Cool. A red-covered book. Roads of Old, the Colony. Many years ago, on the banks of the Taliak and Dravanian hinterlands, a Sharlayan colony once thrived. This settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study the Ethereal Sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Essel era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found the facilities wanting, and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. As rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with the Eorzean students hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Sharlayans. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Sharlayan colony. Eorzean residents took to calling the colony itself Sharlayan, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned to the subject of the motherland. In response, some Sharlayan inhabitants, if pressed for a name, would simply refer to it as Emporium. Following the Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name, Idleshire. The following chapter go on to introduce the most prominent features of Idleshire. The book does not appear to contain additional information on the forum, or cover the history of the Sharlayan motherland in greater detail. The motherland! Oh, there's a shiny. A time-worn toe. Oh, there's another tome over there. Oh well. Stewards of Wisdom. During the chaos of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, Hakon Njonkrep, founder of Sharlayan, bore witness to the madness and savagery of man brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement on an island in the northern Empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Sharlayans took to heart the words of their savior, and thenceforth served as steward of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of mind rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading. With knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth of coin, and the more of their wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials and tribulation of the age, the citizens of Sharlayan would live by their founder's teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a brighter star, they would eschew the tools of war, and with knowledge deliver the world. Lovely. A blue-covered book. Oh, and there's another one. A leather-bound tome. Hello, blue-covered book. An introduction to the heavens. It's probably not the book I need. Have you ever gazed at the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, of the sun and twinkling tapestry of the night. Some think the dome above us a finite space, yet amongst the leading thinkers of our age, one scholar's depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. Alas, this heavenly seas remains as an unreachable, unknowable destination. There are few indeed who can explain in satisfactory detail why our own star is believed to revolve around its sun. It was the technologists of Alag who came closest to understanding the laws which govern the starry abyss. It was they who lodged Dalamud and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Having read of their ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field of study waxed or waned? But if I were to tell you that the eternal constellations were arranged differently in the distant past, that their position continued to shift almost imperceptibly but measurably as we journeyed into the future, would it shock you to learn that the stars drift further and further apart, and may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? I do love astronomy. This book is on the wrong subject. Search for works which contain details on the forum or mention the history of Sharlayan. Man, I want to read more though. I am interested in the stars. But fine, I'll look at this leather-bound tome. The Voice of a Growing City. I will read the book. In the years which followed the founding of Sharlayan, civic policy and other matters of import were decided at the Ecclesia, a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The larger number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protected discussions. Within a year 201, the 6th Astral Era was ultimately decreed that Sharlayan would transition to a new form of governance. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from among their peers by means of a nationwide vote. Thus was the forum as we know it today conceived and created. You have gained a fundamental understanding of Sharlayan history, the foundation of the Forum. Head outside to the rendezvous point and await your companions. I will do so. I think I will finish this quest, and then I will finish the stream. My voice is also starting to feel a bit scratchy now. Also, my game is starting to struggle a bit, I believe. I don't know what this weird run cycle is, but I don't know, it feels kind of weird. Laggy and stuff. I think it's about time we give it a rest. I think you're doing the same stuff as I am with that. Can you be voiced? No. Sorry, are you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphino and Kyle should also be along shortly. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon's text mentioned the final day specifically, so we have no choice but to start within the tangentially relevant terms, if they are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare and share discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. It's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alphino and I were to return to Sharlayan, we were not to be allowed to cross the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position, and that of the Forum, will perhaps lead to reconciliation. Wouldn't that be nice? We'll mend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family? Or do they not live here in the city? Well, my situation also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Sharlayan, yes, but I was born rather further away. In the southern reaches of Ilzabad, in fact. For generations, my people have dwelt in Corvos, the coastal region opposite the island of Thavnair. The Elegans founded a city in that fertile land, and by ship brought in the subjugated tribes of the Mikote to serve as laborers. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the Fifth Calamity froze the sea solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, that they might prevent the remnants of Elegon technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes. Some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but Garlemald named the region Locus Amonis. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. Or Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a similar interest in elegant civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the elegant eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Alag. As the last child born with the elegant eye, I was given over to custody of friends in the students of Baldessian, who had me registered as a Sharlayan citizen. I never even considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Even Tancred was taken in by Archon Louisoix, was it not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Sharlayans than you might think. Yet regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn. And with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. It is exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Hear, hear. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the foreign stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. Excuses while we try to make some headway into these books, Lorelei. More company should be arriving any moment now. Wait at the designated location again. Sure thing. You're still busy waiting too, I see. Thavnair and Kyle, hello. We've returned with our selections. Well, although I must say the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mr. Kyle has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few which barely made a mention of them. As such, we will be looking into research papers from the Umbral Calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amarot firsthand, and I fear I may be overlooking critical details. Sure thing. I know all the things. Not really. My thanks. Now where to begin? First things first, what kind of phenomena did the ancient encounters as the final days grew nigh? I believe complete destabilization of creation magics? I mean, this is just a vague answer, but it's useful to know on. Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the street. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the art of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Sharla surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Ascians. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? I mean, he could answer this one, but I do want to answer this one. They say it began with a keening sound from the land itself. Ah yes, the Amarotines spoke of it, didn't they? We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by this ominous noise. Eventually it resounded all across the star, and not even Amarot was spared. So the Count was crying out, you say. To be considered the harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive, probably quite loud. I'll have to speak with one of Numenon's mammoths and ask for any books which make mention of such sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? Well, they summoned Zodiac. I mean, this definitely not. Dalamud didn't exist yet. I mean, they summoned Zodiac, then they summoned Hydaelyn to contain Zodiac. So yeah, they summoned Zodiac. Yes, with Elizabeth serving as his heart. So many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiac brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set aright. Then, once the semblance was redressed, the ancients offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Life sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiac, a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Fae'ret and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Heidelin. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telephori truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen that what they're doing with these towers of theirs, forcing people to summon primals a kind of catalyst? Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech? A convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash. But this is all just pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return attention to the form, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Y'shtola, but this time we began studying these research papers. We need to wait some more. Oh, I could have spoken to you, I guess. I can still speak to you. Hello. Many forum members are also researchers or professors. If they know aught of final days, then that knowledge might surface in their writing. That is my hope, anyway. What else do I know, Corvus? Precious little, I'm afraid. I have not returned since Master Gallo first brought me here. I can tell you that Corvosi rebels still seek to slip the yoke of the Imperial Masters, though the fighting is far less fierce than it once was. Oh, and they have carpets, flying carpets. Legends are quite extraordinary. Interesting. They're others better suited to poring over old history books, so I thought I'd try my luck with more recent events. If I can find anything to better inform the forum's baffling behavior. It really is comforting to have all these dedicated assistants on hand. Right then, enough chatting, more reading. Okay, I'll wait at the destination some more. Hey, Y'shtola. I'm the last, am I? Well, my extended search of the Archon stacks produced one or two possibly useful books. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, J learned of the source's reflection from the Gurm oracles. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, the tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. It is even less likely that knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, will be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be they Archons or Councillors, would perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Fortuno with knowledge of the Telephori and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were upon us, truly upon us, which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. It would seem so. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty. Whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. Oh, come on, me. I love reading books. You labor for what feels like an age as Y'shtola as you Sterla's research assistant. And now we speak with Kyle. But first we speak with Sterla. Thank you for your help, but I think I can manage the rest without your assistance. If I were you, I'd steal a few quiet moments for myself. Well, I'm gonna talk to Kyle anyway. Oh dear, you look exhausted. What of your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subject I mentioned? I was. Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, remember that the reference desk will point you in the right direction. For the moment though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. You might be occupied with research for quite some time. What did I get? Oh. Okay. Here's the next quest. Alizé. I'm going to accept this quest, and then I'm going to end this stream. I'm so close to halfway to 90 though. It's fine. I really need to stop. My voice is kind of... Alizé appears in desperate need of a study break. Ready for a tea break, Lorelei? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down in the harbour, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables, and I'll treat you to that coffee. It's quite good. Sure thing. Next time. For now, my voice would thank me if I stopped this stream. And also, I have some RP to do, I think. So, I will end the stream here and continue it Thursday? Oh, there's a feature quest. Oh no. Well, that can also happen in the next stream, which might happen Thursday. For now though, I've been Fae'ret, this has been Lorelei Dracht, and I will see you next time, whenever that may be. Goodbye everyone.